Bench Activity Center here at Dartmouth High School. It is the Indians today hosting the Durfee Hilltoppers here in a league match here in volleyball. Indians come in with a 15-0 record, 6-0 in league play. As for Durfee, Hilltoppers 11-5, 2-4 coming in. A chance here. First time for the Indians to win the league, the new SEC league, as they change the leagues up. As no longer do they have to deal with Barnstable until later on. It has always been someone that's been in the way of the Indians. It'll be the first time they're able to win the league since 1996. So big accomplishment, talking with head coach Rachel Lassie before the start of this one. Lucita Carvalho will be the one to serve here for Durfee, as he'll get it first to get this one started. Durfee in the black, white uniforms here for the Indians. Sierra Yim setting this one up. Yek played it over. Hilltoppers able to get it over now. Yim setting up Pratt, who will softly deaden it over. Sierra Carvalho now set by Pratt. Yim setting it back to Pratt. Way too strong, too much on it as it goes out of bounds. And the first point belonging to Durfee. Pink shorts here for the Indians today, as doing a fundraiser for breast cancer awareness. Pink shirts being worn during warm-ups. Coaching staff also wearing pink for both sides, as the Indians able to get a point here to tie it up. Eck will serve, nearly mishandled by Lucita Carvalho. Be able to recover and get it over. Now Yim setting it up front for Lindsay Oliveira. Poked over there by Lucita Carvalho, or at least trying to. Into the net it goes, and the point will go to the Indians. Eck will now serve. Eck serve handled by Lucita Carvalho. Sierra Carvalho plays it over then. Iosa getting it up front. Pratt set it over. Back over now. Piak setting it up for Cassidy Pratt once again. Indians able to maintain control. Yim sets it up here for Oliveira. And that will graze the top of the net, and it will fall. Hilltoppers with no answer right there, as that one just softly went down to the floor. So give an assist there to the top of the net, as sometimes you don't always get it to go. If you hit the top of the net, this time it did make its way over. 3 straight points for the Indians since opening it up. Oliveira playing it over. Lucita Carvalho to in. It's it over, but out of bounds. Now the Indians quickly to a 4-0 advantage. Will serve once again. That one hitting one of the lights up top. It is in play if it does that. Be able to get it over. Now Pratt trying to get it over the net there. Just not enough on it. Into the net it goes. And Hilltoppers able to get a point. It is 4-2. Kenzie Reed will cycle on in, and she'll serve. Reed serve. Played there up front. Now Yim to Oliveira. That one blocked there on the way over. And the Indians going to have to try to set things back up. Back another block up front. They'll send this one over now towards the back line. Getting set up there is Celine Métis. With the point there for Durfee, so they've racked off 2 in a row. And once again, we'll see Mackenzie Reed serve. Run down by Yim. So Velasquez sends it over for a point, as that one will stay in bounds when it falls. Indians get one back, 5-3. Cassidy Pratt now to serve here for the Indians. Oh, Pratt will send this one over, played by Reed. Run on down then by Lucita Carvalho. And powering that one over with the point. Serving played now by Pratt. Now Yim to Peck. One kept alive now by Lucida Carvalho. Yim had that one to Oliveira. It is blocked up front. Lean Mady blocking that one. It comes right back down to the floor, and we are tied up at 5. And serving here, line drive serve over the net. Played now up front. See, Oliveira gets it over. Run down by Reed. Point here going to the Hilltoppers. Velasquez. This will go out of bounds. Graves on the top of the net. Sophie McDonald was the one who played it over. So 6-6 score margin here, all tied up in this first set. Will be Sierra Yim to serve. Yim serve able to be handled. Unable to be played there by Lucida Carvalho on the backside towards the corner. It falls down for a point, and the Indians back in front with a 1-point advantage. One shuffled on over. Sophie McDonald. Yim up front to Oliveira. Oliveira able to get it over. McDonald able to keep it alive there for the Hilltoppers. Yim reaching out to get it. Pratt then gave it up towards Velasquez. Velasquez put too much on it. It goes out of bounds. And it is 7-7. So back and forth here in the early going. Day will serve. Now Yim up front to Oliveira. Yim will fire it over, and that one mishandled. All right. Out of bounds it goes, 8-7. The Oliveira serve unable to be handled by Michaela Lay. Out of bounds it goes. And Oliveira will serve once again. The Oliveira serve played here by Lay. And thrown on over by the Hilltoppers. Up front and a set there, and trying for the kill, but too much on it from Carvalho. Out of bounds it goes, 10-7 Indians. So Dartmouth trying to create some separation here. It's been a little back and forth, but a 3-point advantage here in the first set. Yes, we've just been used to all season long, as that one is blocked up front as Crane will go out of bounds. Off of Durfee, 11-7. Just seeing the Indians just let's roll over anyone here, as you see head coach Rachel Lassie Ganon giving signals to her team. Too much on that from Mackenzie Reed. It goes out of bounds, 12-7. Well, this is what Dartmouth can do, and if you're Durfee, you can't make mistakes, especially in a contest like this. If you want to have a chance to beat the Indians, it's handled there on a set attempt by Mackenzie Reed. It was Lindsay Oliveira who served it over. Oh, Dartmouth up 13-7 now here in set number 1. Oliveira will send it over on the serve. Mishandled by Reed once again. Out of bounds it goes, 14-7. And here Oliveira will serve once again. Sending it over now to Mackenzie Reed, who has no answer for it again. Sent over, Reed able to keep it alive. and fired over, way too much on it from Sophie McDonald. And 16-7 now, the Indians in complete control. It will be the Hilltoppers taking a timeout here in this first set, as Dartmouth High has gone on a big-time run. It was 1-7-7. They have been able to get now a 16-7 lead, prompting Durfee to take this timeout here. Just such a good showing here by the Indians after a little bit of a sluggish start. See the Indians there huddling up during the timeout. Too much to talk about as they've overcome the sluggish start in this one. Leah talking to her team for Durfee. A lot of mistakes too, attack errors for Durfee has also contributed to this lead for the Indians, as it's 16-7. They have just been able to rattle off the points, and hope is here that maybe they can slow them down a little bit. Lindsay Oliveira will serve once again, as she's been serving while this run has gone on, and that's how it's going for the Indians here so far. That one grazing the top of the net, and it will fall down to the ground for a point. So a serve ace there for Lindsay Oliveira. Definitely probably prettier ones for her, but it doesn't matter. It is a point as she's able to get that one over. This one has too much on it, as it will just go out of bounds. So service ace followed by a service error there from Oliveira. But a big lead here for the Indians, so that does not matter. 17-8. Hilltoppers now going to serve. Beck receives it from Yim. Too strong as it will go out of bounds. Indians hoping for a tip, but they don't get one. Run on down here by Lay to keep it alive. Durfee able to get it over. Lay keeps it alive. Have to get it over here on this touch, and they do, but too strong. Sophie McDonald put too much on it to make it 18-9. So Velasquez now will serve for the Indians. Velasquez's serve finds its way over Lay. Go out of bounds as Sophie McDonald was the one who sent it over. Now 19-9 Indians. So Velasquez now serving. Velasquez's serve, no answer there. It was tried to set it, was Lay. Went up front. Cita Carvalho, last one to touch it there for the Hilltoppers. And neither one of them were able to control it enough to even get a play to try to get it over the net. Nearly mishandled there by Carvalho, but they're able to recover. Him now to Peck. Toppers now setting it up on their end of the court. Him runs it down up front. Now Pratt. Have to get it over here, and they do, as Lay is the one who fires it over. And that one mishandled there. Once it comes back over, out of bounds it goes, 21-9. Velasquez serve unable to be handled, and another point for the Indians, 22-9. One fired on over by Velasquez. And overpowering there is Peck to get the point. 23-9 now Indians. Velasquez's serve will get over a serve ace there. It grazes the top on that and gets to the floor. So the Indians get another point, and they can finish it off right here as Alexa Velasquez trying to finish off this first set, with the Indians leading 24-9. Serves that one into the net, so a point for Durfee, and we will continue here in this first set. The McDonald will be the one to serve. Vivieros will come in for the Indians. Donald's serve played here. Tyne sending it over for a point, and that will do it. 25-10. Dartmouth taking the first set here against Durfee here in this league match here at the Carline Lynch Activity Center. We are going to take a break, and we will be back here with the second set here in this match. Indians lead the match 1-0 after a 25-10 win in set number 1. You're watching Dartmouth High Volleyball on DCTV. Back here at the Carline Lynch Activity Center at Dartmouth High, it is the Indians up 1-0 in the match against the Hilltoppers of Durfee. Indians and Hilltoppers 1 point tied at 7 in that first set, but the Indians just completely pulling away in that set to win 25-10. Indians on the right of your screen in the white, Durfee in the black uniforms here on the road. Rachel Lassie stationed there on the sideline as chance for her team to win their respective league since the first time since 1996. What an accomplishment that would be here, and to do it here at home, it would improve them as well as they come in at 15-0. It'd be a 16-0 start to the season, 7-0 in league play. Well, they just keep chugging along no matter who it has been. On league, in the league, and that's exactly what I want to see. Too much on that one from Lindsay Oliveira. Will go out of bounds. Im will get it now to Pratt. Whistle here, and over the net there underneath was actually the whistle going on the Indians. Point awarded to Durfee, so violation on Dartmouth. Well, just to give you a sense of how dominant the Indians have been this year, Durfee has to get it over here, and they do. Been so many just 3-0 scores in matches this year. That one blocked there, and it will go out of bounds. No tip there from the Indians, so they'll get the point. But there are only 2 opponents that have taken a set from the Indians, and that has been Brockton twice. 3-1 scores respectively in both meetings. Well, they're the only one that has been able to take a set. As diving to the floor there, Mackenzie Reed, they can't play it. Point goes to the Indians, it's 2-2. Well, this is how it sort of started in the first set. A little back and forth. As we said, tied up at 7-7, but then things just really going right for the Indians. They're able to roll over the Hilltoppers as it went on. Yim setting this one up to Velasquez. This will be kept alive. and will nail that one into the net, can't get it over. And the Indians get the point here as it's 3-2. Serving here is Pratt. Diving play there towards the back line by Pratt to keep it alive. Punched on over. Peck will play it now. Yim up front, setting that one up to Oliveira. That one played so hard it came right back over. Oliveira trying to finish it off again, played by Mackenzie Reed. And good job there, Peck getting to the floor to keep it alive. Great effort from Velasquez to keep it going. And the point here will go to Durfee finally. Ite, the one who gets the point. Into the net there, serving. And the point will go to Dartmouth. So back up on top by a point here, making it 4-3. And now we'll see Sierra Yim serve for the Indians. Yim serve with way too much on it. It goes out of bounds. And we're tied back up at 4. He's serving. See Oliveira somehow able to get that over there. Set up front for Oliveira. Run down now by Reed. This will be thrown on over there. Point there going to the Hilltoppers. Oh, now 5-4, so Durfee with a lead here. They will serve now. Down, but sent into the net. No one up front can play it. 5-5. See Oliveira serving. McDonald to play it over, but a whistle. On the Hilltoppers, point awarded to the Indians. Vera was the one who served. One-handed effort to keep it alive. Heck, then it's fired on over. Indians have to get it over here. They do as Velasquez got it. This one blocked up front there. And that will go out. Too much on it. Carvalho the one who knocked it out of bounds. And it is now 7-5. It's blocked there up front. It somehow made it over. But Crane played it over for the Indians. Now back on over. Heck, diving to the floor to keep it alive. Another attempt there. What a job just to set it up. As Alexa Velasquez put way too much on it in that last chance effort to get it over as it goes out of bounds. Indians still with the lead, but it is now 7-6. Punched on over. Yim keeps this one going. Velasquez for now a set up front. Yim able to keep it alive after Zeta Carvalho got it over for Durfee. Set now for McDonald, and that is a point there. Unable to play that one was Cassidy Pratt, and we are all tied up at 7. So identical score as we had at one point in the first set. Playing that one on the back part of the floor, Cassidy Pratt. Set now for McDonald, and she can't get it over. Into the net it goes. 8-7. This one will graze the top of the net. Diving to the floor head first. Velasquez to keep it alive. Too much on that from McDonald. Out of bounds it goes as it's 9-7. So Velasquez will now serve for the Indians. Now up front, trying to punch that over the net was Sierra Carvalho, but it just goes into the net there. And it is now 10-7. A miscommunication there as that one was set. No one, though, for the Hilltoppers wanted to play it as it falls on the floor, and it's 11-7 now Dartmouth. So once again, we get to a 7-7 tie, and the Indians racking up the points now. Nice job there of keeping it alive. Della. Then it was Velasquez to get it over for the Indians. Way too much on that attempt for the kill. See, Carvalho was the one who sent that one out of bounds. 12-7 as the point goes to Dartmouth. Alexa Velasquez serving. Lay it up front. And that is 4 touches there, and the point is awarded to the Indians. Well, 13-7 here, Dartmouth. So Velasquez serving. This one hitting up into the rafters. That's in play. It will just carry him right down out of bounds. There's no one for Durfee able to make a play on it. 14-7, so that's just luck there of that ball getting up there after it was hit after the serve. Point going to the Hilltoppers. Okay, McDonald will now serve. Diving attempt from Michaela Lay, and unable to play that one as she'll knock it out of bounds. 15-8. Ava Crane now serving for the Indians. It's communication between Crane and Bailey Ardella. And that ball will be knocked out behind that back line. Sergiosa coming back in for the Indians. Sia Carvalho will now serve for the Hilltoppers. Sierra Yim trying to get that up over the net. Couldn't lift it enough as she just knocked it into the net. Falls to the ground. Point for Durfee. 15-10 now. Carvalho serving, a low line drive serve. What an effort there to just dig that one up before it hit the floor. Zoe Heck will fire it over, and it's mishandled by Sophie McDonald. Serve too strong from Heck. Out of bounds it goes. Yim will run this one down. Oliveira will softly knock it over for the point. So the Pratt serve. He's sent up front. Mishandled and out of bounds by Sergiosa as it's tipped down to the Dartmouth bench. Score now 17-12. Will serve now for Durfee. Yim setting this one for Oliveira. She's able to get it over. All running it down, way too strong there on the attempt over from the Hilltoppers. It goes out of bounds. It's 18-12. So now it will be Sierra Yim serving. Her serve handled by Hein. Back on over to Yim. Well, set this one up by Velasquez. Yim to Oliveira, who's able to poke it over. Now McDonald diving attempt there to the floor to keep it alive by Pratt. No one else, though, able to come and help out and make the play, as the point will go to Durfee. Mate now serving. Yim will put on over. As it was Velasquez who played it over for the Indians. That one blocked up front by Oliveira and sent back on over by Tay. Too strong. It will go out of bounds. And we'll see Lindsay Oliveira now serve for the Indians as they're creeping closer to closing out this second set. Mishandled there by Michaela Lay. As it goes out of bounds, it is 20-13. That will graze the top of the net there for Lindsay Oliveira. She'll get the point. Now 21-13 Indians. Oliveira will send that over. Michaela Lay unable to play it, tipping off of her hands and going out of bounds. Oliveira's serve. Handled, now played up front. Follow. Job diving to the floor to keep it alive by Pratt and Oliveira. Then they are eventually able to get it over. Yim setting this one. Fired over by Crane. McDonald had that one blocked. Getting up there with Peck and Ava Crane up front. 23-13 Dartmouth. Too strong by Thea Carvalho as she sends it out. And the Indians a point away from closing out this second set. Mishandled there by Mackenzie Reed on Oliveira's serve. Out of bounds it goes, and the Indians will take the second set by a score of 25-13. So it has been all Dartmouth here in this one, as they will look to go for the sweep here. They look to go to 16-0 on the year and 7-0 and win the league for the first time since 1996. We will take a break and be back here from the Caroline Lynch Activity Center. It is Dartmouth High leading in the match 2-0 as they lead Durfee after 25-13 win in set number 2. You're watching Dartmouth High Volleyball on DC TV. Back here at the Caroline Lynch Activity Center, fundraiser here for breast cancer awareness and research, as the Indians there in the pink tops that they wore during warm-ups before the start of this one here today, as they just did a 50-50 raffle in support of that. They've had some baked goods and some other food too for sale to fundraise for the cause. As you see Rachel Lassie there in pink going down the sideline, high-fiving everyone on the Dartmouth bench. And the winner has donated back the winnings there. So they have donated the entire winnings back. So a nice gesture there. And all that money collected today will go towards research and support. As we've said, the Indians set now away, if they can win this, in clinching the league for the first time since 1996. We do have the new league format this year, with things getting realigned. First point here in this one going to the Indians. This one sent on over, now played by Yim. And point will go here to Dartmouth, so quickly a 2-0 start for the Indians. And we will see Zoe Kupek serve. Trying to run this down here, Carvalho, she did. No one else, though, able to get enough on it to get it over. So quickly, Dartmouth high. Now with a 4-0 lead. The inaugural season in the Southeast Conference. Here as the new league that was formed, replacing the old Colony League. Era Yim setting this one up for Pratt. This one's blocked. Yim has to get it over here and is able to just flip this one over. Allo set up front there. Ali Mate had that one tipped once it got over and goes out of bounds, and Durfee will get the point. 4-1 as Durfee gets a point. Mackenzie Reed now will serve. Blooper of a serve, run down now by Yim. Lavera will fire this one over, and it stays in bounds for the point. Indians now with a 5-1 advantage. So he said it was a little back and forth and tight in the early stages of the first two sets. Well, I'm trying to see here if they can just be in complete control from the start here in this third set. Point there, Celine Mate getting that one set up for her as she'll spike it down for the point. Unable to get enough on that is Alexa Velasquez to get it over. Durfee with another point, 5-3. Vera able to get that one over for a point. Upcoming schedule after today. Monday, Dartmouth will be for a non-league match at Somerset Berkeley. Then at Bridgewater Raynham on the 23rd. Then two more home games here, both non-league on the 25th and the 28th of October. And then postseason play after that will begin, and they certainly will have a good scene. So we'll probably be bringing you some more here from the Carline Lynch Activity Center, as that one is knocked over by the Indians for a point, 7-3. And they would have figure the home court for a while until they get further along, when then it goes to neutral sites. Perhaps even a buy-in there in the early stages as well. Set here by Pratt. Unable to get that one over there. was Ava Crane as she knocks it into the net, 7-4. Sierra Yim will set this one. Fired over by Oliveira, mishandled by Mackenzie Reed as it goes out. It's 8-4. Knocked over by Alexa Velasquez for the point. The Oliveira serve. Played by Lay and sent over by set up to Kupek. Unable to run that down. There is Durfee as it's tipped out of bounds. Point going to the Indians, 9-4 now. The Oliveira serving. This job there of the Indians keeping hit alive. Ball pops back over. Yim setting up Oliveira, who will send this one over. Nice job of Reed running it down and plays it back over. This is tipped on the way over as Crane knocked it over for the Indians. Or Yim now. It's communication here for the Indians as they'll let it fall. And it's 10-5 as Durfee will get the point there in a good back and forth battle. Bardella will come in for Dartmouth. Durfee with the serve now. And unable to get that over that front line is Alexa Velasquez. The point will go to Durfee once again, and it's now 10-6. Domper serving here. Able to keep that one alive. It's handled here on the other end by the Hilltoppers. And Fernandez, the last one to touch it. It's now 11-6. So Velasquez now will serve. Velasquez's serve will get over. Now Lay. And will set this one up for Pratt. Pratt will send it over in the middle there, and it falls for a point. Indians now with a 12-6 advantage. So we'll go out of bounds, and the point will go to the Indians. Serving this one is Alexa Velasquez, but she'll send it into the net. Now 13-7. McDonald now will serve. McDonald on the serve. This one over, played by Kupek. Yim runs it down. Now Pratt. Diving attempt. Della to keep it going. It was poked on over now then by Kupek. One-handed effort on the floor to keep it alive by Pratt. Yim with a set now. It was sent over by Crane. Durfee unable to handle it on their side of the floor. It will go underneath the net, and the point will go to the Indians. What a job there by Dartmouth to keep it alive. Ava Crane. Into the net there. Hilltoppers, point going to the Indians, 15-7. Indians will get that point there as Pratt sent it over. No answer there from the Hilltoppers to get it back over. And here is now Ava Crane serving. This was nearly blocked back over. Now Pratt will play it. It's flipped on over towards the backside. Unable to connect there up front with Yim. Into the net it goes, and Durfee will get the point. Carvalho serving. And will play this one off the net, then it is punched over by Velasquez. Set up here. And fired over with one hand by Pratt. Well, back and forth we go, unable to get it over. Lean Mate as it goes into the net. Indians now up 17-8. Kupek now serving. Vera got it over, diving attempt there from McDonald to keep the play going. It's then set over by Oliveira. Uppers have to get it over here, and they do. And got it over. Now Yim setting this one up for Pratt. Pratt will get the point there, tipped out there by McDonald. 18-8 now the score. Eck will serve once again. Mishandled once it came over. See, Carvalho, the one who mishandled it. Now 19-8 margin in favor of Dartmouth. Biak overpowering Carvalho once again, and it's 20-8. A little run put together here. Biak serving once again. Too much on that one. Fernandez is the one who sent it over. Biak serving here. And getting up there and spiking it down there with authority is Lindsay Oliveira to get the kill. 22-8. Back serve once again. And keeps it alive. Sent over by Pratt to get the point, 23-8. Eck will serve once again. Getting that over. Tay as it was tipped there by Oliveira once it got over. 23-9. Mackenzie Reed now will serve for Durfee. Back now to Oliveira, who will this one over. Yim trying to go for it, and a palm will be the call. Point will go to the Hilltoppers. See Reed now. Will serve. Oliveira getting the point there. Set up nicely for the kill, 24-11. Today Pratt will be the one serving here, trying to end it for the Indians. They try for another sweep here. And now Yim. Abreu played it over. She just came in. And Oliveira finishing it off there, knocking it over for the point and getting the kill. 24-11. Dartmouth will take the third set as they will win the match here. 3-0 as they get another sweep. Indians now have 14 3-0 decisions on the year out of their 16 wins. They improved to 16-0, 7-0 in the Southeast Conference, and it is the first time that the Indians have won their league. First time here in the inaugural season of the Southeast Conference that the Indians are able to win it. Durfee is going to fall to 11-6, 2-5 in the Southeastern Conference. The Indians continuing to roll here as they get the win. You see the scores up there, 25-10 in the first set, 25-13 in the second, 25-9. 25 in the third. So Dartmouth just taking care of Durfee here in this one as they are able to get the win here against the Hilltoppers. They get the sweep 3-0, and they have clinched the Southeastern Conference regular season title. Accomplishment here, first time, as we said, since '96 that the Indians have won their league that they are playing in, and they're hoping that good things can happen come state tournament time as they're 16-0. As just a few more matches remaining in the regular season, you have to figure we'll see them here at home in the opening stages, as they certainly will have a very good seed with this record of 16-0. Look at the number one seed for sure. Right now, as long as they continue to play the way that they have all year long. So that will do it here as the Indians get the sweep of Durfee 3-0, 25. And in the third set, 25-13. In the second, 25-10, Dartmouth in the first set. So that will do it here for the broadcast of the entire DCTV crew. I'm Brian Clemenson saying so long until next time here from the Carline Lynch Athletic Center.